Hi guys, I'm Taro Ingi, and today I'm going to talk about Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles really captures a lot of the meanings of all the Pentacles. It's a very powerful card because it aligns with the essence of why we focus on the Pentacles to begin with. There's so much we can't control, but there are certain things that are under our control, and a lot of our physical needs, to have them met, we have some control over that. And Four of Pentacles speaks of when the seeker is really aligning their mindset with mastering things on the physical plane. And if you get Four of Pentacles with either Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles, you're really mastering the physical plane. Like you can't control other people's reactions, their emotions in any kind of way, but what we do have control over is how we take care of ourselves. And Four of Pentacles speaks of self-care in that sense, and that's why sometimes people, when they read Four of Pentacles, they see there's a lot of selfishness in this card, but the seeker really here wants to have security and safety in the material world, and they want to look after themselves in that way. They really want a flow of abundance in their life. They don't want to live from paycheck to paycheck. They want some security, and they also want some recognition as well, especially if you get this card with Six of Wands. So there is financial stability at the heart of this card, and creating a solid foundation. So it could be working your way up or in a really secure position in your career, but it can also mean having your own business and not necessarily being the employee, but maybe more the employer. Have taken control of your finances, having investments, how you're investing, having a roof over your head. That's, you're gonna have, not anything that anyone can take away from you. So it's like owning your own home rather than renting. That's the motivation. So whether or not you have that, that's the motivation of the seeker when this card is showing up. This card also shows up to speak of your relationship with money. So it's like, how important is it? And if it is the final conclusion card of your reading, then it most likely is incredibly important to you in the situation you're in when you're asking. Or if you're asking about somebody else and you get Four of Pentacles, and their money situation is what they're working towards. That's their motivation now. So they're most likely investing, looking at buying a house maybe, or building up their security. There are other ways, of course, of feeling secure. If the seeker only uses financial or materialistic things to feel secure, then they're off balance. So you have a look at the other cards as well. But this having some material security is important for overall well-being. There is a spiritual link, of course, to how well we feel about ourselves and how we are attracting money. So it's all linked, and these things are not separate. If this card is showing up and you feel like it's kind of poorly aspected, it can mean that the seeker feel really poor when they're not. Maybe they're acting poor when they have plenty. So they have some sort of relationship problems with money. So Four of Pentacles really is your relationship with money. In a love reading, then, and you get Four of Pentacles, it means your relationship with money has then spilled over to your romantic relationship. So it means that money then is an important factor in the relationship. Maybe it's a motivation for the relationship. Maybe the seeker has some relationship problems due to money. So it's not even really the relationship, it's actually the relationship with money that's a problem. Or even maybe the relationship is going really great, but the reason it's going great is because the money situation is so great. So Four of Pentacles is not a romantic card. It speaks of the seeker being motivated by finances. So make sure then that you're not so tied up into the financial side of things that you're unable to release your emotions and feel things deeply within your heart. If you are single, then Four of Pentacles can mean that the seeker is really holding back. And they might not want to share their life right now. If they're manifesting, and if you are manifesting love and you get Four of Pentacles, it means that you need to work on your relationship with money before you'll be able to attract a soulmate. And the reason for that can be that maybe you are subconsciously attracting more a stable financial partner rather than your actual soulmate. So ask what you're ask yourself what it is that you're attracting in. Perhaps the seeker feels motivated to date only someone who's very wealthy, but over a long-term time period, those motivations aren't gonna be satisfying. So in a career reading, Four of Pentacles can speak of your business, your investments. It can mean that you want to work for big money. You want a high wage income. It can mean that you're going to get some kind of financial reward, and it can show up in your work. If you're asking about work, and it shows up. But with Four of Pentacles, the motivation here and really the mindset here is to think bigger, and bigger than even work, bigger than a wage. What would give you actually true stability? That's your investment. So think of how you can invest your money. That's what Four of Pentacles means. So if you're asking what sort of job you're going to be doing and you get Four of Pentacles, it's going to be a stable job. It can be a high-paid job. It can also mean you're going to work in something that's very well established as well. It's most likely a no in yes, no, simply because with Four of Pentacles, the seeker is not really looking at taking any risks in the sense of like if you're asking if something is going to change, then it's most likely a no. And the reason for that is because what is being worked on with this card and what's stirred up in you when you get this card is for you to have a change in mindset. The change in mindset is going to happen before the change is happening. So it's definitely a delay at least. The reason you're going to have a change in mindset is because you're gonna be able to attract in more. But something has to be released first, and that's why it's more likely a no. But if you're asking if you're gonna reach all of your financial goals and you get Four of Pentacles, it means a yes, but only if you work on your mindset as well. You're not gonna get it just as a magic. You have to work for it, and it's mindset work that has to be done. As feelings, this is a card for feeling the need for comfort. So it's like, it's not a romantic card in that sense. It's wanting to feel safe. It's wanting to feel secure. It's seeking security. And they feel secure when they have a lot of money in the bank, when they have a very nice home. But if you're asking how someone is feeling about you, it can mean that the seeker is feeling very protective of what they have. And they're feeling very protective of themselves. So maybe they have a lot to lose, and they're not going to open up quickly. So it could take a long time for this person to fall in love, for example. It could take a long time to get to know this person, and they're not going to give of themselves a lot. It's going to take a while to get close to someone like this. So if this is a relationship reading and asking how your partner feels about you, maybe they feel very protective of their space. Maybe they don't want to let you in because they're afraid of losing safety and security. They don't want to, and also they want to protect their emotions as well. Four of Pentacles as a personality type is someone who is works towards being well connected and networking, and someone's very motivated by seeking more success and wealth. But they're very stubborn, and that's why it's often a no, because what's needed here is a bit of more non-resistant, like seen in Two of Pentacles. So they just want to hang on to their position, and they're very stubborn. And they don't like to take advice from others, so they often go through quite a lot of hard life lessons, especially in personal life, but also sometimes in career life, because they don't like to take those risks. They just want big rewards without risks. So they need to let go of some of those issues of control, basically. If this card is reversed, then it's like it's nothing reliable to hold on to. So when Four of Pentacles is upright, and there is something there to hold on to. But when it's reversed, it's almost like whatever that is not there anymore. So it could also mean that the seeker has been a bit foolish with their money. And maybe that it's due to, again, it's like something they need to release. It's some belief around money that they need to work on. And if they don't, then it's going to become a little bit chaotic around them. It can mean business problems. It can mean a poor investments as well. It can mean that they're just spending more than they're earning. Sometimes this card shows up when someone is really smart with their pennies, but then they go big and waste all of their pounds. So it's like, penny smart, pound foolish. When it's reversed, this is And also one more thing I want to say about Four of Pentacles reversed is that go back to Three of Pentacles, because it's almost like they don't want to expand on their skills. They just want to be comfortable. But Three of Pentacles motivation is always to get more skilled, more skilled, more skilled, more knowledge. So if you can get into that mindset again, Four of Pentacles will go back up and you'll be able to, you know, get the better income that then can be invested. Four of Pentacles reversed as a personality type is someone who is has a fear of failure, fear of abandonment, which then leads to loss of financial security, usually due to poor judgment due to those beliefs. So it can be someone who's very greedy and needy, and therefore they end up just out of the flow of everything. They think that money is the answer to all problems. They measure their worth against how much is in their bank account. And maybe they're trying to impress everybody with how much money they have. They live above their means. But it can also show up when the seeker is going through a phase where they really question everything they think they know about money. So they need to know what's important and what's truly important to them. Maybe they lost sight of that for whatever reason. So they're questioning everything. Because with Four of Pentacles, they really believe what they believe to be true, and they very rarely can admit that they're wrong. Let's ask the cards the essence of Four of Pentacles, and we get now the upright meaning, and we see what shows up. We ask to get the essence of this card explained to us in the runes. I got Gebo with Yera. So Gebo is give and take, and Yera is harvest. So basically it's simple. Whatever you put in is what you get out. You get out what you put in. And Four of Pentacles, when it comes to mindset, is like, how willing are you to give more to get more? And it has to do with risks again. And that's why Four of Pentacles really need to, they need to understand the world that they live in, not just what they believe, because the reality of their decisions, of the outcome of their decisions, is going to be Yera here, which is, you know, their rewards basically. But also Four of Pentacles here with the Gebo here means that the quality of their personal relationships is also seen in the bank account as well. So it has a little bit to do with thinking that money solves all problems. And it doesn't. You know, if you have real friends, if you have genuine relationships, then you are going to be enough. Not what you have in your bank account is irrelevant. So there's a lot of work needed to for the seeker to believe in themselves, but to have genuine self-worth and self-esteem. And that can take a lot of deprogramming and childhood reparenting of inner child to release a lot of that stuff. So with Four of Pentacles, there's always a little bit of work involved, but when you get it with Queen and King of Pentacles, it's a lot easier. It will be a lot easier to work through those issues. Okay guys, so now I'm going to do Five of Pentacles.